So I made a video talking about how, while I have sympathy for the American victims of Hurricane Helene, I don't have sympathy for the Trump-Boutonnieres victims, which lots of them are MAGA people in America, for lots of reasons. For one, I don't sympathize with World War II Germans, and that's what Trump-Boutonnieres are. But specifically, although they are victims of Trump and Putin, so I do have some sympathy for them in that regard, since everybody's been trying to help them out of that for years and they won't listen, focusing in on them as Trump-Boutonnieres, the fact that they've been denying climate change, fighting solutions for climate change, and fighting the socialism that's going to save them now, are all reasons why they don't deserve it. But I really want to focus in on this concept of, well, when Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are going to give them repay all their costs for rebuilding, should the Republicans or the Trump-Boutonnieres not get that money? Or should red counties or red states not get that money? And I want to focus in on that idea because it's the type of principle they use for their decisions about women's health care. That certain states should be this way and certain states should be that way. We don't make those decisions when deciding where the socialism that they demonize is going to go to solve disaster relief. And it doesn't make any sense. The more they stress those ideas, the more ridiculous borders and geography and all those types of things become. And hopefully we'll get rid of them, get rid of borders entirely. For all their whining about borders shows that borders are just a problem, and people who whine about them are problems, and people who insist on punishing people for living around other types of people, or punishing, if we were to refuse them aid, we'd be punishing Americans for living around lots of Trump-Boutonnieres and traitors. It's not their fault, but it is Trump and Putin's fault, and we need to call them out, and oil companies, we need to call them out and stop them, because they're the ones who